Welcome, goddesses and queens, to another day of Get It Girl.
On today's Girl Talk, we're going to talk about changes and why we're so afraid of change.
Sitting with us, we have actresses Jessica Darro, one of the 3 leads in Lin-Manuel Miranda's upcoming film, Encanto.
And we'll finish the show with some relationship healing sessions with, of course, Gia and Mike.
So don't go anywhere because Get It Girl is about to start.
Changes are an exciting part of life. However, sometimes can be scary, and overcoming a fear of change can be as difficult as overcoming a fear of failure. Spanish psychologist Lydia Martin states that the more resistance we're to change, the more we actually need to change. What do you guys think? Are you guys scared of it? Are you guys for it?
I think it's both. I mean, change kind of sometimes it's like, because you're disrupting the universe, you're disrupting your normal, and I feel that that's also a sign. It's like, no, change is good. Like, you want to welcome change. I now embrace change. I'm always very much looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But for me, I just look at it as, like, especially fall season is that definitely that time of year. It's, we have to get rid of the old leaves, shedding the old leaves to start blossoming into new ones.
It's true. I mean, change is the only constant. And I think I've had times in my life where I felt like things weren't going to change, but I wanted them to change so badly. Or when I didn't want the moment or the relationship that I'm in, or just anything that it might be thrilling or exhilarating in a moment to change. But of course, it has to. It's going to go through seasons. And at the end of the day, I think it's great that there is change, right? Like, we have to understand what it is to be in a slump and what it is to be on top. And I definitely agree with the statement that Lydia Martin said, that, you know, when you're resisting change the most is when you need it the most. And I can see that even with just changing your eating habits or changing your exercising habits. Like, the more you know you need to do it, the less you do it.
Right, and also there's a quote that states, when you are uncomfortable is when you grow the most. So when you are uncomfortable is because you are changing, and that's when you grow the most, and you're able to, like, you know, sprout like a little flower, like a little tree. And I, for myself, it depends on what part of my life and the section of my life you're asking about. But when it comes to, like, work and wanting to have a goal and wanting to go for something, I'm always forcing myself to be uncomfortable. Because I know that if I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not gonna get better at it. When I was growing up, I actually posted this in my Instagram story a little bit ago. I was shooting here last week and I took a picture of the, I don't know what it's called, like where all the TVs are, the room deck.
Oh, like the control room?
The control room, yeah. And it reminded me that when I was growing up, English was my second language, and I learned it over the summer of watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with subtitles. And when I was in school, I got asked if I wanted to be a part of the TV program, and I said yes, so I did the morning news. Long story short, I ended up having a laugh attack, went under the table in the middle of the school news and all that stuff, but I still forced myself every day to go and do it because I knew that making myself uncomfortable would overcome my fear of public speaking, my fear of this is my second language, I'm not confident in it. And I think I do that a lot in different things in my life because it's exhilarating. It's like a roller coaster. It's fun.
Do you embrace change, or is it sometimes when you feel like the universe is shifting so much, do you have to settle yourself down? Like, do you have to like have that conversation of like,
absolutely.
Yeah, I think it'd be non-human to not have a freak out moment and then be like, all right, let's get it together.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, depending on what it is, right? Like, if it's a new relationship, you're like, oh my God, thank God, like, yes, change. But then if it's like, oh, I have to move again, or oh, this place is not working out, or something is just not going right.
Or you lose a job.
Yeah,
how many times do you lose a job and you're so fearful only to find out that you get a job that pays you 2 times, 3 times, or more into your actual purpose rather than just a job you were doing to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And you were like,
if you're doing everything that is right, you know, like ethically, morally, you know, your work ethic is on point, I feel like change is always going to be a great thing.
Yeah. And
all right, we need to take a break now, but we'll be right back with actress Jessica Darrow.